Hey guys, it's Ryan of Momma on Mission, and today I'm taking part in a collaboration hosted by Rachel over at 7 and All, where we share our favorite Christmas books. If you're a first-time visitor, thank you for stopping by. I'm Ryan, a Christ-following wife and a book-loving homeschool mom to 3 boys. So here you will see all things biblical womanhood, homeschool, and book related. If that interests you, subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell to be reminded every time we upload a new video. We aim for about 2 videos a week. Sometimes we only get 1, and occasionally we get 3. So as I mentioned, this is a collaboration hosted by Rachel over at 7 and All, and we are sharing our favorite Christmas or holiday books. So don't forget to check out Rachel's channel as well as the playlist, which are both linked down below. So for us, Christmas is all about Christ. It is all about Him leaving heaven, being born a man, and living a sinless life for us. And I personally do not love a lot of the books that talk about that are made for kids. A lot of them are really cheesy or very biblically inaccurate. I'm hoping in this collaboration I'll find some that are not, that I actually will find some that I like. So I'm excited to watch everyone else's video for that reason. But when it comes to the real meaning of Christmas, we simply just read the Bible. I mean, we read the Bible year round, but we make sure to read of His birth in the Bible straight from the source every year, and not just on Christmas Eve. Like, we read throughout the entire month of December. We just really break down that story of the birth of our Savior. So that was kind of the little freebie. I mean, it's kind of a given, but when it comes to the real reason for the season, that's what we use. I will share with you the Advent book we used last year, and this is one of my favorite books for the season. However, I think we're going to be using something different this year, and I will talk about that in an upcoming video, and it is called Love Came Down by Sinclair Ferguson, and I'll insert a picture here so you can kind of see it. We're just switching it up just for the heck of it, I guess. But we do love this one, and I highly recommend it. We will come back to it, I'm sure, at some point. But this is a family devotional to help you celebrate Jesus called The 25 Days of Christmas by James Merritt, illustrated by Connie Gabbert. It is, for one, beautiful. It has the gold foil, has the cloth cover, little nativity scene on the back. And this is definitely meant for families. They are not super, super long. So each day, whoops, there's our bookmark. Each day is a Bible section that you read. So we read it from our Bibles. We make our kids follow along. And then this goes down and kind of explains it. And it's really beautifully written. Like, he's a good writer. And so then there's a little prayer section. So we use this kind of as a framework for our prayer, but then have kind of a more full prayer time, and I'll go into our Advent time later. But we're just talking about the book this time. And this is usually something you can do. So sometimes it's just how you can pray for someone. It's how you can serve someone. This one is about trusting one another. So you put blindfolds on and try to tell each other just with your words how to get from one place to another around obstacles and everything. Talking about trusting. This one talks about playing a game. So every day has a different thing to do as well as a section to read. So this is a really good way to incorporate, Jesus into the season. And like I said, we do have a collab coming up in a couple weeks, I believe, where I will go into depth on how we keep Christ the center of the season. But this book is a good one if you're looking for an Advent book to do with your family. Next, I have an oldie but a goodie, and I don't know, I just love this book. So we have A Charlie Brown Christmas by Charles M. Schulz, and I mean, it's just a classic. I mean, good old Charlie Brown. I don't know what there isn't to love about him. Just talking about the true meaning of Christmas, and at the end, even singing Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and all about how commercialism is not what it's about. And so we love this book, and we love the movie too. Then, so we do not do Santa in our home. That's just something we chose to omit. But we don't like ban all images of Santa and everything like that. I respect people who do that. I understand their reasoning. We talk about Santa. We let them watch movies with Santa in it. But we tell them, you know, Santa does not bring your gifts, and it's not the real meaning of Christmas. It's fun to talk about. It's fun to watch the movies and, you know, read stories or whatever. So when you see this book, don't be like, oh, you do Santa. We don't. Some people do, and that's fine too. But so we have the classic, The Night Before Christmas. So this is just a beautifully written poem anyway, but I love this old classic Little Golden Book version because I just love these type of illustrations. I don't know. I just feel like they're timeless, and I just really like them. And so we read this every year. We have multiple versions of this book that we've been given over the years, but this one is my favorite. And then this one is kind of like a little cheesy edition, but my boys love it, especially my toddler right now. I just pulled this out of the attic. We save all of our Christmas books with our Christmas decorations and only pull them out like right in November-ish because I don't want them to get sick of them. I want to really enjoy them. So this is Little Blue Truck's Christmas by Alice Shirtle and Jill McElmurray. And so at the end you have, of course, the sparkling lights. So every little kid loves a light up book. But throughout the book, he is delivering Christmas trees to all his friends. And so there's like some counting and stuff involved too. But it's just really cute and sweet. And I don't know about you, but I love Little Blue Truck. And then the last book I'm going to share with you, my husband and I actually bought this before we had kids and read it. This is really corny, but we read it in the evenings around Christmas time. We would read them aloud, take turns reading the stories in here aloud. And I just love these. They're very classic. This is The Greatest Christmas Stories of All Time. So what I love is they actually say in here that the greatest story ever told is found in the book of Luke in the Bible. And that is the very first story in here. But then it is full of all these classics. My favorite, The Gift of the Magi by O. Henry. It's just, oh, I love that story. I've loved that ever since I was a kid. There's a Little Match Girl, again, another one that I love. There's stories from, let's see, Louisa May Alcott. There is Charles Dickens. There is Harriet Beecher Stowe. Mark Twain, Clement C. Moore. There is just a ton of obviously very classic authors in here. So I just love reading these in the evenings with my boys, kind of read aloud style. So those are the 5 books, 6 including the Bible, that we have to share with you. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and share with me down below what you love to read to your kiddos for Christmas, or what you love to read personally for Christmas. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.